So today we are going to talk about how to increase the vase life of your floral arrangement. Say you got a flower arrangement from your mom, from your dad, from your boyfriend, from your girlfriend, from anybody. So how many of you have ever gotten a fresh flower arrangement before? Okay. And within a few days, what did you notice? Say 4 to 5 days of when you got it, what did you notice about your flower arrangement? Okay. And why do you think that your flower arrangement started wilting so fast? Ran out of food.
Because the stems got clogged.
Because the stems got clogged? What else?
You forgot to water it.
Yes. And do you think that by leaves being in the water and wilting and falling off that caused anything to happen?
Yes.
Okay. And how do y'all think that you could increase the vase life of a flower arrangement? What do you think you could do? What steps do you think you could do to increase it to make it last a week, maybe 2 weeks?
Cleaning up the water?
Yes, clean out the water.
Recut the stems.
Yes, recut the stems. Y'all are all correct. Those are all very good answers, but this lesson that I'm going to teach you will help you understand how to make your vase life last a lot longer. So today we will compare how to properly care and handle fresh flower arrangements. We're going to describe how to properly increase the vase life of a flower arrangement, and we're going to analyze a given scenario utilizing proper care and handling of fresh flower arrangements. I don't really want to be
You got a beautiful bouquet of flowers. Now what? Let's discuss some ways to get the most value out of them and make them last. Today, we're keeping your cut flowers alive. The first and most important tip is to cut them often. You want to cut them every...
Okay, so the man said that he says that you should, what is the first and important tip that he said that you should do? Or how often do you think you should cut your flowers and change out the water? How often?
As soon as you get them.
As soon as you get them?
I mean, isn't he at like a...
No, he took them out of an arrangement. I don't know.
Oh, never mind.
Like, how often did he say? Every day, every other day, once a week? How often do you think?
3 days.
It's every few days, which is very important because, like we said earlier, if you cut your flowers, that ensures water to go up the stems, and that gives them a longer vase life.
Okay.
Every day or every other day, just to make sure that the channels stay open so that the water can get up to the flowers and keep them blooming and looking nice for you. You also want to change the water at the same time. So while you're cutting them, go ahead and pour the old water out, put some new water in. And
okay, so he said that you need to take the water out and put fresh water in too. So what is something that you think that can be removed from your vase to prevent fungus from setting in or fungus from ruining your flowers?
Dead leaves.
Dead leaves. Y'all are correct.
remove any of the leaves that happen to be in the water that are falling down or leaves that are stuck along the bottom. That just gets rid of any chance for any sort of fungus or something to start growing and slow down the show. Remove any faded flowers or those that are starting to die. You just don't want those guys in there spreading any bad mojo.
Why do you But why do you think that's important to remove any dead flowers? Or if you notice that, say in this arrangement that this daisy pompon chrysanthemum had mold on it, why would you want to remove that from the flower arrangement? What could that cause by it still being attached to this stem with all these other ones? What could that cause?
It'll spread.
Yes.
Contaminate the water?
Well, it can, and it can like kind of cross-contaminate. You know, like how when you cut beets, they tell you make sure you use a different knife for different things. That's kind of the same thing because this flower could touch this one and it could ruin all of them within a few days.
Now, when you're done viewing them for the day, you want to put them someplace cool. You keep them in the hot area or someplace that's sunny, they're going to bloom out a little bit faster than if it's someplace that's a little bit cooler. With a little maintenance, you can get the full value out of your flower bouquet and enjoy them a little longer. Get out and grow. Oh.
For thousands of how-to and advice videos on any topic, visit monkeyseed.com.
Okay, so why do you think storing your flowers in a cool area is the best place to do it? Why wouldn't you want to put them, say, by the air conditioner vent or in a window sill or somewhere like that? what would that cause if you put them in your windowsill in your kitchen, or you left your house on like 85 degrees for some reason? Why would you not want to leave your flowers?
It would transpire faster.
Yes, and it would cause them to dehydrate, and that's not good, which causes them to wilt and then die. So that's the first video. This is the second video. This is more of like like in the flower shop view. This is more of how they're grown and how they get from the grower and all that to make it to your vase and then to make it to your house. So this is actually kind of interesting from a more florist point of view of how they do things.
Hi, I'm Brad Parker of My Florist, and we're talking about Mother's Day flowers. And in this segment, we're going to talk about the proper care and handling of flowers. Let me put this in context. Cut flowers are grown.
Okay, so where do you think 3 major places around the world that fresh cut flowers are grown?
Costa Rica.
Holland, Costa Rica, yes, Holland. Where else?
United States.
We're out in the United States. Which state in the United States do you think would grow that?
Florida.
Arizona.
Over, if you're looking at a map, it's over this way.
California.
California. Over this way here.
Well, I have
Yes.
this shape.
Which you would be surprised as to how many flowers actually come from California. It's actually kind of cool how often florists get flowers from California instead of getting them from other places. It's really cool.
Are they expensive in California?
They're actually cheaper because, okay, what you do is you buy, usually florists are like, when you teach and you teach floral design, you'll get your flowers from a wholesaler. What your wholesaler does is they either get the flowers from California or from another country. Well, it costs more if they get them from another country than if they get them from in the States, because of how much it costs them to ship them in, basically.
In 3 major places around the world. In Holland, in Europe, in South America, particularly in Ecuador and Colombia, and also in California. This is where they're grown, they're cut, they're packed in boxes, and they're flown and trucked to their final destination. It's important to understand that when they're cut from the fields, when they're cut from the roots, this is a stressful and traumatic experience for the cut flowers. And how they are handled when they are put back in water is critical.
Okay, why do you think that cutting and removing is so stressful to the flowers? What do you think that they're leaving basically one climate and they're traveling through all these different ones? Why do you think that's so stressful on them? Right, because some of them, I've noticed it a lot of times, like working at my mom's flower shop, that with tropical flowers, it's a lot easier because they're used to our temperatures. But when you get, say, Gerber daisies or flowers that don't like the heat, you have to make sure that you put them in the water and you put them in the cooler within 2 hours of getting them, because if not, they'll die. And I'm going to check